Most people experience gastrointestinal distress often. You'll eat a meal and you'll find yourself with stomach pain, gas, bloating, maybe even running off to the bathroom. I'm going to show you one simple and easy change that you can make in order to transform your gut health. But before we get started, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and I'm here to help you transform your health naturally, because true health only comes naturally. I've had a lot of gut issues that I've dealt with over the years. In my early 20s, I started to become sensitive to almost every food I ate. I would eat foods that I'd eaten for years and then all of a sudden have a bad reaction to these regular foods that I really loved. Now, not having any idea what was going on, I just avoided these foods that were causing a reaction, not knowing that a bigger problem existed. I started to develop rashes. I started to get bloating after almost every meal. I started to get crazy immune responses that didn't make any sense. At the time, I didn't know why it was happening, so I pretty much just dealt with it. And by saying that I dealt with it, I basically did nothing. As a doctor, I'm worried about the thousands, if not millions of people who go to healthcare professionals every single day with gut health issues, and they're left with no hope and no real answers. When you go to a doctor with your gut health issues, many times you're gonna find that you're told that there's nothing wrong with you, you're told that you have IBS, or in many cases, you're given a name of some fancy condition, but yet still left with no real solutions. And from there, you go home with the feeling of comfort, knowing that you've at least identified the condition you're facing, but still no answers. So you go on living your life until one day the symptoms become completely unbearable. You go back to the doctor's office and you're put on some bizarre medication that only covers up the symptoms as the condition further progresses. Now, there's no doubt that gut conditions are complicated, but in order to find real answers, you have to get to the root cause of the problem. To start making headway, there's a very simple solution that I use. It's inexpensive and it almost immediately will offer you relief. Now, I love this solution because across the board, I find that those who are suffering from many different symptoms of poor gut health can drastically improve their quality of life. When I'm working with any different gut health condition, this is always included in the protocol and never left out. Before I jump into the quick hack, one of the things I want to do is explain to you how the body's supposed to work and why this can all be happening. So when you eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, your body naturally produces enzymes that play an enormous role in your digestion. These enzymes are like tiny scissors. These little scissors go and they break down the carbohydrates, the proteins, and the fats into smaller components so they can easily be digested and absorbed and utilized properly by the body. Now imagine what happens if you lack these enzymes. This is a problem that many people face. When living a certain lifestyle, or maybe you're suffering from some sort of condition, it's very common that you can have an enzyme deficiency. According to the research, this is some of the problems that it actually causes: bloating, along with some pain and discomfort, excessive gas, cramping after meals, diarrhea. You know, a lot of people are walking around with IBS. I mean, it's so common to hear somebody have that diagnosis, but of course, as I said before, left with no answers, no hope, no solutions, greasy stool, foul smelling stools, and also malnourishment because you're not able to break your food down properly. I've worked with many people who are afraid to even go out in public because they have these issues. So here's what I'll do to counteract this problem. I'll have people take one capsule of digestive enzymes with every meal in order to support the digestive process. Now you're going to be able to efficiently break down fats, carbohydrates, and proteins in order to give you a lot of relief from many of the gastrointestinal symptoms that you've been facing. And what I'll do is I'll also put a link in the description below to the one that we use clinically that offers the complete spectrum of enzymes, but also has it at the proper dosing in order to offer you real results. Digestive enzymes were a key component to me getting relief with my gut health issues. I immediately noticed that I started having less bloating, less pain, less discomfort, less food sensitivities, less symptoms of IBS, and it's also has been a key component to many people who have started transforming their gut health just like it was for me. Most people who learn about this method that I'm describing basically sit back and go, why didn't I know about this sooner? To learn more about the digestive enzymes I use, click here. If enzymes are a potential problem for us, do you need to take them or not? If you fall into any of these different categories of things I talked about here, then obviously you're going to benefit from them.